What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're diving deep into Weapon X-Men issue number 2, a wild ride packed with betrayal, mutant mayhem, and one seriously ambitious villain. Our heroes, Wolverine, Cable, Chamber, and Thunderbird, are thrown into a high-stakes mission that takes them across the globe, from Latveria's dangerous outskirts to a secret Hydra stronghold. But things take a dark turn when Baron Strucker unveils his twisted experiment, a legion of adamantium-clad, berserker rage-infused, cybernetic Wolverines built for war. And just when all hope seems lost, Deadpool, ever the wild card, proves he's not quite the villain Strucker thought he was. Let's get into it. Wolverine, wounded by an unseen assailant that compromised his healing factor, found himself in danger just as Deadpool arrived with a warning. He was being targeted. Meanwhile, Cable sought their aid for a mutant rescue mission, leading them to London to recruit Chamber. This unlikely band came together as the Weapon X-Men. Following the trail to Latveria, they encountered Thunderbird, locked in battle against Dr. Doom's relentless servo guards. Amid the chaos, Deadpool made a shocking revelation. He had been hired to carry out the initial attack on Wolverine, and now he incapacitated him once more. What he didn't yet realize was the true mastermind behind it all, Baron Strucker, ruthless leader of Hydra. Deadpool grips the steering wheel with one hand, the other drumming absently against the dashboard. Behind him, Wolverine lies unconscious in the back seat, out cold from their earlier encounter. The merc with a mouth smirks, eyes flickering to the rear-view mirror. With a grin, Wade addresses the imaginary audience in his head, or maybe it's us. Who knows? Okay, I know what you're thinking, he says, oozing fake sincerity. Wade, what's with the heel turn? He chuckles, shrugging. Look, sure, Logan and I have had our moments. Past, present, hell, even 5 minutes ago, when I zapped him with the nano neutralizer. But we always make up. Must be all that couples counseling. His tone shifts, eyes flicking to the storm brewing outside. But that was then. This is now. The grin sharpens. And right now, I've got us locked onto a homing signal, straight to the heart of whatever mess I've definitely not thought through. Outside, the sky darkens, the once clear air growing heavy. Deadpool glances up. Huh? Weather's getting weird. That's probably fine. His grin doesn't falter, but the grip on the wheel tightens. I usually do a little more background checking before I accept the job. Guess I'll find out soon enough who dragged me all the way to the middle of the Atlantic. Deadpool sees the towering structure and steps out of the vehicle, dragging Wolverine over his shoulder with a grunt. You're heavier than you look, killer. Too much poutine. He stumbles forward, making a show of adjusting the unconscious mutant's weight before calling out theoretically, Lucy, I'm home. His voice echoes over the unsettling stillness. Hydra agents step from the shadows, faceless, armed, and radiating menace. But Deadpool, unfazed, his grin stays razor sharp as he quips, Oh wow, don't tell me you guys are the local PR team, here to rep my super mysterious employer, huh? No red carpet, no press photos, just ominous silence. Classy. Gotta keep the mystery alive. I respect it. The agents take Wolverine from him, hoisting him onto a stretcher. He watches them carry his cargo into a looming fortress, its architecture imposing, its maintenance undoubtedly requiring far too many Home Depot visits. Before he can crack another joke, a voice cuts through the air. Cold, measured. Your level of swagger betrays a measure of fear, and you should be afraid. Deadpool huffs. Oh boy. So, am I supposed to hail Hydra or something? The voice scoffs. Such empty gestures are relics of bygone era. To Baron Strucker, they are meaningless. Deadpool raises an eyebrow as the figure steps forward. Not Baron Wolfgang von Strucker, ex-Nazi, ex-Hydra, ex-Power Elite. Should I keep going? I got plenty of ex-position left in me. Strucker dismisses Deadpool's questions, focused solely on Wolverine's intended use. Wade, ever the provocateur, jokes about Logan's potential roles, emotional support, or poker buddy, but Strucker's chilling response reveals his true goal. He says, The time has come to watch the world burn. The air turns icy as the Baron's apocalyptic ambition hangs between them. The wind whips across the edge of Latveria as Cable strides ahead, his focus unwavering. Everyone, keep moving. We're making good time. Almost there. His voice carries over the crunch of boots against rough terrain. Behind him, Chamber and Thunderbird follow, neither looking particularly thrilled. Cable barely glances back. Would you have preferred to sit around and wait for more servo guards to roll out of Domestat? Not the smartest strategy. Not when we've got soldiers who are MIA. His sharp gaze shifts to Thunderbird. Speaking of which, 22 miles without talking. That's a long way to go in silence. Thunderbird exhales, his expression unreadable. Don't sweat it, Summers. When I've got something to say, trust me, you'll hear it. Unless you want to clue me in on where the hell we're going. Cable smirks. Not necessary. We're here. He gestures towards the horizon, scanning the landscape as if expecting something to materialize from thin air. Fingers crossed, my hunch bears out. Chamber scoffs. Your hunch? That's not exactly inspiring confidence, mate. Thunderbird folds his arms. You know, I didn't ask for this mutant rescue trip. I was doing just fine on my own, and I sure as hell don't need babysitting. Cable barely reacts. Take a breath, John. We take care of our own. Suddenly, his attention snaps to the coastline where water cascades off a rising, familiar silhouette. And since someone sabotaged our ride, let's see if you remember this old bird. Thunderbird follows his gaze. Chamber lets out a whistle. That's an old blackbird, isn't it? What the hell is it doing here? Cable nods. You can thank Cyclops for that. Back in his more militant days, he had several of these planes built and stashed as strategic hotspots across the globe, just in case any wayward X-Men found themselves caught short. Chamber smirks. Clever bugger. So how are we tracking down our missing members? Cable's expression remains cryptic. Let's just say I've got my methods. For now, we get far away from here. His tone shifts slightly, eyes landing on Thunderbird, though you still haven't told us why you were in Latveria to begin with. Thunderbird meets Cable's stare without hesitation. That's because it's none of your damn business, old man. He turns away, voice firm, but I had my reasons. Deadpool paces the lab, taking in the eerie glow of monitors scanning Wolverine's unconscious form. He tilts his head, arms crossed, pretending to be impressed. You've really got the old knucklehead right where you want him. And if I know a full bioscan when I see one, which, by the way, I do, I'm guessing you plan on stripping him down to the studs, huh? Talk about weird science. Baron Strucker watches the process with quiet satisfaction. Wolverine is a one-of-a-kind specimen, an engine of absolute annihilation. His adamantium skeleton is a model of indestructible efficiency. Its design will be replicated down to the most minute detail. Baron Strucker coldly outlines his plan. Wolverine must be kept in a pristine, comatose state, purged of impurities and held under the encephalo ray's control. With chilling conviction, he declares his intent to reshape the world, asserting that humanity will soon witness true power. His final, ominous vow, at long last, I will create the new flesh. Deadpool, ever the provocateur, quips about Strucker's obsession with Wolverine. You two need a moment alone? Implying that Baron's vendetta runs deeper than strategy. Strucker, unamused, reveals a dark history. He saw Wolverine's unrestrained brutality firsthand during World War II, a savagery so extreme it left a lasting impression. To Strucker, Logan isn't just a weapon, he's a wasted force, one he waited decades to harness. Deadpool leans in. Excuse-moi, you're talking about the patented Berserker Rage. Yeah, he's famous for it, often imitated, but never duplicated. Strucker's lip curls into a sinister smirk. Until now, his rage will become my weapon. Deadpool lets out a low whistle. Oh, that's a good line. You should slap that on the cover. Strucker dismisses Deadpool with icy finality, consumed by his twisted vision. Where others see Wolverine's rage as a curse, Strucker covets it as an ultimate weapon, a blueprint to be digitalized, replicated, and weaponized on an AI mainframe. But this is just phase 1. His true endgame looms larger. With Deadpool's usefulness expired, Strucker severs the deal. No loose ends, no witnesses. At that signal, the Hydra agents surround Deadpool, unholstering their weapons, aiming them at him in practice synchronization. Deadpool sighs, hands raised. Ah, there it is. The old double cross. And here I was thinking you were gonna monologue through your entire plan. Strucker straightens. This is more than a mere plan. This is the new ethos, the most effective blitzkrieg strikes from a singular, focused vision. As such, uniformity is key. As if on cue, the Hydra agents begin peeling off their masks, revealing identical faces, each one a perfect replica of Baron Strucker. Deadpool's jaw drops. Wow, life model decoys, huh? And they all look just like you, Baron. Talk about narcissism in action. The clones step forward, guns trained on him. Strucker looms over Deadpool, delivering a chilling final verdict. You're about to die, but congratulations, you've helped enslave humanity. With sadistic pride, he boasts of his own mythic resilience, a monster who's outlived empires and death itself. Now, with Wolverine's beast mode poised for release, Strucker vows to rewrite history as its ultimate architect of terror. A sudden alert blares through the lab. Strucker freezes as a voice cuts through the comms. Unidentified airborne target approaching. Strucker narrows his eyes, turning to the monitors. What? The Blackbird cut through the sky, its engines humming as Cable keeps it steady. He scans the horizon, eyes sharp beneath his furrowed brow. Cable pilots the Blackbird with cautious precision, warning Chamber and Thunderbird of potential turbulence ahead. Chamber, ever the skeptic, dismisses the concern until Cable delivers a trademark combat axiom. Be prepared for anything. Thunderbird stays silent, tension simmering. Deep inside his fortified lair, Baron Strucker glares at incoming threats on the horizon, his irritation boiling into fury. With a voice that shakes the walls, he declares zero tolerance for intruders, welcome or not. His stronghold, now upgraded beyond Hydra's original designs, wields a terrifying advantage, dominion over the very weather itself. As the team's Blackbird approaches Strucker's fortress, Thunderbird eyes the ominous structure with wary resolve. I take it, that's where we're gonna go? Cable acknowledges the danger. This won't be a smooth entry, as unnatural storm clouds converge with alarming speed. Chamber notes their hostile reception, but Cable corrects him. This isn't just defense, it's an all-out attack. The sky erupts, lightning strikes, turbulence wrenches the jet, and Cable fights the controls. Lightning tears through the sky. The Blackbird jerks violently. Chamber grips the seat. Blimey, Cable. That was the one. Cable's voice is tight. We're going down. Brace for impact. The Blackbird spirals out of control, flames licking its sides as it plunges towards the ocean below. Inside the fortress, Strucker watches the descent with grim satisfaction. Another nuance delivered to its watery grave. Deadpool gestures towards the lifeless bodies scattered around him. Yo, Baron, you gotta see this. Look at the cool way I laid them out. Body parts everywhere. Didn't take long, either. Strucker glares. Deadpool presses on, unfazed. When I was offered this gig, I knew it was sus. But hey, only one way to find out just how sus, right? And that was to take the job. Figured it'd be the easiest way to get us both in. Figure out what's what. Turns out, I was right. Wonky plan. Yeah, well, that's kinda my style. Strucker's jaw tightens. My destiny will not be denied. He slams his palm onto the control panel. A mechanical voice echoes through the room, initiating multiple unit construction. Deadpool blinks. Uh-oh, you're gonna show me something else. Cue ball. Feels like Christmas morning around here. Strucker's voice drips with malice. The pain you are about to experience, the rest of humanity will suffer in due time. I will recast the world in my image. No longer will I align myself with the futile politics of lesser conquerors, hindered by human frailties, mortal weaknesses. My soldiers will exist beyond such limitations. The computer hums to life, exoskeletal casting in progress, maintaining material temperature, tracking rapid nanogrowth. Strucker watches in satisfaction. Deadpool cocks his head. So I guess we can forget about your run-of-the-mill LMDs. Now we're dealing with WMDs, Wolverines of mass destruction. Seriously? From the depths of the chamber, hulking figures emerge, metal gleaming under cold fluorescent lights. A legion of robotic Wolverines, forged from the salvaged adamantium, their claws primed for war. Strucker's voice is triumphant. I have scoured the world to collect every fragment of precious adamantium, every foundational resin required to construct these warriors. Now, I have enough to build an entire legion, ready to wage a new world war at my command. Deadpool exhales. Wow, you're really ambitious, Mr. Grinch, but if it's war you want, there's only one thing left to say. He loads his gun, grinning. I love the smell of adamantium in the morning. The robotic Wolverines charge. Deadpool fires, hitting one square in the chest. He watches as it barely reacts. A Wolverine lunges, grabbing him by the head. Okay, Robo-Bub. He barely gets the words out before another Wolverine rips his arm clean off. Just as Strucker basks in his near victory, Deadpool drops a bombshell. He sabotaged the encephalo ray coils, freeing Wolverine from his forced coma. With a metallic crack, Logan erupts from the containment, claws unsheathed, and rage fully intact. Strucker reels in shock, but Wolverine's focus is razor sharp. We've got unfinished business. Been a long time coming, so let's get on with it. What a wild ride. Weapon X-Men number 2 took us through unexpected twists, intense battles, and one of Hydra's most horrific projects yet. Deadpool played the long game, setting up his own countermove against Strucker. Cable, Thunderbird, and Chamber faced down the storm of Strucker's defenses, crash landing in a desperate bid to reach their teammate. And Wolverine? Well, let's just say Strucker made a huge mistake underestimating the rage of the real deal. With Wolverine free and looking for payback, the stage is set for a brutal showdown. Will the Weapon X-Men manage to stop Strucker's army before it's too late? And what other surprises are lurking in the shadows? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. Until then, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.